Hello everybody, it's the end of the weekend, part of the weekend, but we have a holiday day here in the United States. And so let's do today's CSS Battle. Oh. All right. Love it. I'm clicking nested template, but really I'm just gonna use, what are we using? Let's do linear gradient. Two gradients. A linear gradient that's yellow on the top end, and then red. And let's kill the margins. And can we do a repeating? Maybe we do a repeating. There's two ways to do these gradients. You can have a height and width, or you can set multiple color stops here and potentially get this to work. Now the question is, do these lines all, what am I trying to say? Do these lines line up? So is this a regular pattern such that I'm going to fill this in? We're going to find out right now. There's some stripes. Now, 50. And the answer is nope. So the one is not the other. So what do we need to do? So if it's nested, so I'm going to copy this. We do nested template, and then I'll put that here. Okay. And then what if I turn the other one upside down? And then use margins to put the HTML element and the body at different sides. Can I do that? I don't know. We're going to find out right now. Let's see. So we'll do probably 0, 200, 0, 0. I'm going to put a background here of, and I'm going to use white, but then I'm going to put some transparency to it. So 5, or, like 8. Okay, so that's what I've got. So the question is, can I reuse that star? This is not something I've done. -8. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure I can. It's not really my style, and that's that's fine. Okay, 200 -8. 208. 192. Okay. So we got that. So what if we then put that style for everything? Okay, so that conceptually is doing what I wanted to do. And the corners are lining up perfectly. So does that mean that if I set a height 0, if I put it at 0, 0, 100%, or better, 1% for fewer characters, and then gave it a height of 90 pixels, and then say repeat X, then I get what I want? Oh, and then I probably need some red on the background. So 90 pixels, 120 pixels, 130 pixels. This is a little unlike anything I've ever done before. This is a little more tuned. This is like what the good players do. Okay, so let's submit and see if we've got a 100% match. Again, I use Safari. The back end is Chromium, so sometimes the solutions that I choose don't work on the back end. So there's your example. So I'm at 93% match on the back end in Chrome. that means this solution, while clever, is not getting it done. However, I like it, but it's clearly not doing the job. But conceptually, you can kind of see what's going on, right? We've got, for all elements, we have the same background, and then we have margins to create that, and then we scale. So, and we put that, so we put one background on an HTML element, we replicate that background on the body because it's star, everything's got that background. But the body we flip upside down, which is this guy here. So that's the body, right? But it's not working, so it has to go. Sorry, Charlie. Okay, so then I'm going to save that repeating linear gradient, create the blank template, and then what? I guess strictly speaking, so I'm going to do the nested template again, and instead of that approach, I'm going to use this repeating linear gradient twice. So I'm going to put it in a variable. G is this, great, and then I'm going to use it var G, and I'm going to narrow it. I'm going to say repeat X and then move it. Repeat Y rather. There we go. So this is what I'm trying to do. 1%, 60 pixels. So 1% wide. So it's 50% wide, really. 50. Okay. And then let's just do the no repeat. Why not do the no repeat? Since, okay, so where do I put this? Oh, I need to be at 0 on the y-axis. There it is. And how about 50% work? 50. Oh, 100%. Okay, and then the height needs to be taller. 100. 130. That's one. Do the same thing again. And that one is at 0, 100%. Same thing. And then a background color of that. So that's another approach. Let's see how the back end feels about this one. We shall now see. And the back end likes that one. So let's minify and new to replace, and we're all done. A fun one. I'm glad I tried the HTML and body solution. This is one of the shortcomings of using Chrome, of using Safari and not Chrome, but also I view that as a feature, right? I like code. This is code that I would absolutely use, right? I like solutions that I could cut and paste the solution and put it on a web page and have faith that it's going to work on that web page when someone looks at it on Edge, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and then whatever future browsers, and then some past browsers too. I like my odds. Now, am I guaranteed that it will work? No, I haven't tested this in all the browsers, and yeah, that's not what I do in these videos. But that's how I think about these solutions, which is why, while I appreciate comments that are do this or use this, like, sure, yes, I could do that. There are definitely things that can be tuned. I guess the big one is the WebKit Reflect style, which is very narrow in terms of its usage and not something that I would ever trust on a real website. I like solutions that I can have in the back of my head and have in my quiver of arrows to put on real websites. That's my goal. That's why I play CSS Battle, and that's why I love it so much. I love it enough to record these videos and look forward to them, even when things are strange or difficult in my life. Like, I look forward to doing these targets, and they're always sort of interesting and fun. All right, that's it. Have a great day. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go make a web page.